All right, guys, good morning. Good morning. It is Thursday, and I believe it is May the 7th. And this is workout number 45. 45 workouts since, I think it's like March 17th. I think that's when I started this whole journey of doing a workout Monday through Saturday and doing some sort of exercise outside or in my garage. And today is number 45, and quite amazing. But you know what? I think it's helped me. Hopefully, it's helped you with your journey getting through all this. And maybe some of you guys feel better that you've done all these exercises, all these workouts. And if you have done all of them, I'd like to see your name in the comments below that you did, in fact, do all of them. Or if you didn't do all of them, how many have you done? Have you been keeping count? Have you been keeping track on your calendars that you've done, how many workouts you've done? And I think it's a great way for tracking and motivation and just staying with it and having a routine. And hopefully I've given you guys some sort of routine to keep going in all of this. Thanks for the thumbs up, whoever that was. Glad you're on and you're watching. So today, as you saw in the comments, Alice Jones on Zaina. So today, what we're doing, guys, is some mobility and also some stability mixed in and some core. And it says 7 minutes of mobility and it says 6 minutes of core. And that's because I have a time limit on each exercise or movement that we do. And so you can make this longer, you can make it shorter. Good morning, Jenny Hart. Good to see you on. So as I was mentioning, you can make this longer. You can make this routine longer than just 13 minutes. You can do it double or triple times through. And so we'll see what that feels like. Who else is on? It is Kurt Jerdy's. Kurt Jerdy's on again. How you doing, Kurt? Thanks for joining us. And so I'm going to go ahead and start with the mobility part first. And I'm going to give you some options of how to do these, or progressions or regressions of how to do these. And so starting off with number 1 is called the Sumo Squat side to side. So some of you may want to have something to hold on to. So you're maybe hold on to like a table or a chair or a column like this. And that helps you get down, helps you stay up taller. So if you can't come down all the way, maybe don't come all the way down. But also holding on to something is going to help you stay a little more upright. But the idea is to stay in that position for a minute. So once you get down here, I've got my stopwatch. We're going to go ahead and start this right now. And I'm going to be making side-to-side movements. So I'm actually helping loosen up the ankle joints. I just started the clock here. And pressing out with my elbows. Try to keep the torso tall, so don't be concave like this. Try to open up your chest and just kind of going side to side. If this bothers your knees, then you're obviously in the wrong position. You need to come up a little higher. So you want to be careful of what position you're in, but I'm just kind of going side to side. It's already been about 25 seconds, and we're just going to do this for a minute. And if you're just joining us, I'll just mention that, guys, you don't have to go the full minute. You don't have to be in this position. You can go longer. You can go through this routine twice or 3 times if you want. My goal is to show you what it looks like, and I'm actually going through it right now. I'm just going to go through it one time with you guys. About 10 more seconds. Trying to keep pressing out with the elbows, keep the torso tall. All right, good. Come out of that position. Woo. So that was 1 minute. Now we're going to come back in the same position, but then we're going to start to reach up side to side with the arms this time. So, all right, so coming back down, start, actually stop, reset, start. Now, what I want to do is maybe place one hand down and reach up. Some of you guys are going to be way better at this than me, and some not as good. But that's why I'm doing it, because I'm not so good at this. And it's something I need to work on. I think most of us need to work on this. Just reaching up the arm, one at a time. And I'm actually pushing out into that leg with the arm that goes down. And I'm going to really try to straighten that arm up nice and high. 30 seconds have gone by. Try to relax into your breaths as I was showing you what not to do there. About 10 more seconds. And obviously if you're not very good at this, then it may be something you want to work on. Okay, good. Come out of that position. Woo. All right, so next is going to be a downward dog with slight rotations and movements. So I'm on my mats. I've got 2 yoga mats here. Put my watch out here. Stop it. I'm going to show you what we're going to do first. So from the front, it's going to look like this. From the front, it's going to be, I'm going to kind of move side to side. So from the back, my feet are going to kind of shift side to side like that. You're going to kind of get into, and if you just want to hold it right here the whole time, you can, but maybe just little movements, and maybe dip the shoulder blade down. But there's a lot of different things you can do movement wise while you're in that downward dog position. But we're going to go for 1 minute. So get into your position, your hips up nice and high. All right, here we go. So I'm just going to kind of go side to side. Some of you are not going to be able to get your heels down, that's fine. Some of you just maybe want to hold it right here, that's fine. I remember way back when at the MAC with, was it Andrew's class we would go to after the spinning class on Fridays, and he would have us hold this for 3 minutes. I'm just doing a minute today. And but that felt good after doing some of the other movements we were doing. So about 35 seconds have gone by, still holding. A lot of shoulder stability in here, mobility through the ankles and hips and lower back, but it's stability in your upper torso here. And your head's forcing in between the arms. It's an interesting pose to be in for a long period of time. All right, speaking of time, that's it, 1 minute. So now we're going to go into the upward dog. You can actually make this a flow. You can go one after another nonstop, where it would be a 7-minute routine. And so something to think about. That's another way you could do this. So now let's go with, I'm going to stop and reset my watch. And now I'm going to go into the upward dog. So the upward dog is coming out of the downward dog into the upward dog. Start the watch, and I like to do this one. Now you can have your knees down for a little easier, but I like to kind of roll and then look up to one side, and then I roll to the other side. So if I'm rolling to my right, I'm looking up with my left, and that gets a really good stretch all in the front here. And then some of you may just want to hold it here. Some of you might be able to keep your feet on the ground, but lift your hips up. But again, just kind of going through some movements here to see where you're tight, where you maybe need to hold it. About 35 seconds have gone by. Ooh, right in the front of my hip flexors on both sides. Just kind of rolling side to side here, looking up at the chin. You can modify this. I'm actually laying my thighs on the ground, laying my knees on the ground. And time. I may want to come back into the child's pose here just for a minute. Stretch out the back. It's not on back. It's not actually on my sheet, but it kind of feels good. You could actually add that one in there and do that one for a minute. It's a really good, I think, flow to go from upward dog, downward dog, into a child's pose. So that is the first 4 on the mobilities. Now we're going to lay face down. This one's an interesting one, and I'm in the sun, so I'm a little bit warm, and that way you guys can see me. But this one is, you got to really pay attention. You're going to be face down with your arms straight, and they're not too wide. They should be really close to your head, and your forehead's going to be on the mat. Then from there, what I want you to do, I'm going to tuck my shirt in, So you can see that I'm actually going to rotate my pelvis like this, and my stomach is going to come off the ground. Then from there, stomach off the ground, forehead on the mat, and then I'm going to raise the arms. And so I have on here, I think I got 10 seconds on, 5 seconds off. I'm going to go through that 4 times. Okay. So you can see me from the side. So the first thing I want to do is rotate my pelvis, and now my stomach is not making contact because I've actually rotated my pelvis. Then from here, I'm going to see if I can lift my hands. Okay. I'm going to hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So hopefully you got that. We're going to do 3 more, but I want to go over that again. So tucking my pelvis, stomach comes off the ground. Don't force your head into the ground, but do allow your forehead to touch, and then lift your arms. Hands like this is level 1, level 2 here, level 3 is inverted, but you cannot let your arms bend. So let's go to do this now a little bit more flow. So tuck. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Take 5 off, relax everything. 2 down, 2 to go. Ready? Tuck your pelvis, up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So that one I actually lifted my knees up. Keep your feet down though, do not lift your feet. So tuck your pelvis, stomach comes off, lift your knees, tighten your glutes. Ready? All that going on, let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. That one is really good for those of you that have a forward shoulder issue, maybe some shoulder issues. Really good thing to do for your shoulders. Now we're going to go cat-cow. So, yeah, so the cat-cow is easy. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to come into this position here. I'm going to start in a neutral position. This is neutral, looking at the ground. And then I'm going to pull my chin into my chest. My lower back and my mid-back arch up. I'm going to hold this for 10 seconds. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to slowly come back to neutral and then keep going. So now you're arching your back and you're trying to lift your chin to look up. And some of you guys are going to have very limited range and looking up. All right, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to neutral, back into the cat. So we're going to do this 3 times. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go into the cow. So now you've got a C going the other way, arching your back, looking up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Back into the cat. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's all being done in the pelvis. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, and so now the next one is a sitting toe touch, like the sit and reach test that used to be done for flexibility. So I'm going to sit like this, and if you want to point your toes, you can pull them back. Either one's fine, but you're going to slide your hands and see if you can get to your toes. Once you get to here, so that's about it. Try to keep the back of your knees down as much as you can, and then you're going to hold for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7. Try not to round here too much, and your mid back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So now you're going to place your hands so the palms are in the front and the fingers are pointing back. from here, you're going to bring your feet underneath you, and then you're going to lift up into this reverse plank bridge. And look what I'm doing with my head. And you're going to hold this for 10 seconds. 10, 9, lifting the pelvis up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So I can't, this is not very effective here. I got to really lift using my glutes, and so a lot of stability in the trunk here and mobility through the chest and shoulders, and then the forearms and the wrist, right? So let's go back to those again. We're going to do those 2 more times, 10 seconds each. So what you don't want to do is round like this and then go forward. Try to keep everything here, and then bring your rib cage, not your forehead, down. So I didn't explain that. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place your hands down, fingers pointing back, palms forward. Bring your feet underneath your knees a little bit. And now we're going to lift the hips, and then looking back. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Those are tough. All right, coming back to this sitting toe touch. Get a good position. Lift your trunk, and then slowly come forward. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. A lot of stretch in the hamstrings for me. Place your palms down, fingers back. Bring your feet underneath you. Come up as high as you can. Looking back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. So those are your mobility, stability exercises that we went through, and now we're going to go into the core. And so, and again, you could go through that one twice or 3 times if you want. Now the 6-minute core is designed for each exercise to be a minute long. So we're going to start with the reverse plank, which we were just in, but now you're going to be lifting a leg up and down 15 seconds, and then switch legs. So you're going to go through it twice. So now, and that's why I did the other one first, because now things are going to get a little tough. So you can stay here and do a leg lift if you want. It's way tougher if you go out here. Okay? So I can barely, this is a lot of hamstring. Okay? So, I mean, choose which one you do wisely, because I don't want anybody to get hurt, get any cramps. So lift up, one leg straight. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's about 15 seconds. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go through that one more time. I'm going to see if I can go out a little bit further. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. Go. 1, 2. A lot of hamstring. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Those are hard. A lot of hamstring, and that's all involved in the core, guys. So that one is really tough. Now, going to go to the side plank. With your top leg is going to stay down. The bottom leg is the one that's going to come in and do the kick. So some of you may not want to even raise that bottom leg. Some of you just want to maybe stay in this position right here. Okay? And some of you might be strong enough to where you can lift the knee up, but keep the foot down. Then come back out here and then down. So, but the idea is this leg stays straight, the core stay lifted, and you pull the shoulder blade back. These are really tough too. All right, so let's see if we can get about 30 seconds per side. Okay, we'll lift up. Here we go. 1, 2. Try not to look at your leg. Try to stay right here. If this is bothering your leg here and your knee, then don't do this. Just hold it right here. the shoulder too. A lot of this bottom side core. About 5 more seconds. Time. All right, switch sides. So these are a lot tougher than they look. I tell you what, that one was really tough. The first two are really tough. So now I'm starting to sweat a little bit. Got my MyZone. Let's see what happens with the numbers today. So now, other side. So remember, you can just stay here. This is fine. Staying like this for 30 seconds is a challenge for some of you. Okay? But then, as soon as I start to lift the knee and the foot stays down, that gets tougher. I kick out, come back, that gets really tough. Okay? Let me start to watch. A little late on that. And if you don't ever touch the ground, that's the toughest. About halfway there. Keep good posture. Ten seconds. Woo! Starting to sweat now. Time. That was really tough. All right. A lot tougher than I thought. I've actually practiced these two before. So now you're going to be in a push-up plank position. Push-up plank position, which means you're not doing a push-up, but you're in that up position, the plank push-up position, and you're going to lift one leg up and down 15 seconds per side, alternating twice times through. So you can always stay like this, keeping one knee down and just going here. Try not to arch the back. That's level 1. Level 2 is go here. Okay? So keep a really good position. Make sure your hands stay right underneath your shoulders, and then your head stays neutral. And we're going to go 15 seconds per leg, twice times, alternating legs. Here we go. Engage the core. Stay really rigid, stiff. Core stiffness right here, guys. And we're switching legs, 15 seconds. Keep a good head position, alignment. You can be on your knees if you want. Switching legs again. Keep that leg really straight. And switching to the other leg one more time. And time. Good. Woo. Those started kind of easy, but then they got tough. So that was number 3. We got 3 to go. Now we're going to do a crunch. And the crunch is designed to come up slow, come down slow. So I see a lot of people do like 100 crunches or 200 crunches. And I was about to say 1,000, but I don't know how many people do 100's tough enough. But so you want your feet on the ground. The idea with this crunch is I'm not going to let the lower back come up. I'm going to put my hands on my head, but I'm not going to pull my head. My hands are just here for the ride. So the first movement is I'm going to press the lower back into the ground. I come up, and then I come back down slow. Come up, and I come back down slow. So I'm moving slow. I'm going to go for a minute. Okay? You guys ready? Let's see if I can. I'll keep this in my hand. All right, ready? Here we go. We're going to keep moving. You can go at your own speed, your own tempo, but I'm never ever bringing the lower back off the ground. But I'm definitely bringing my head and my shoulder blades. I'm trying to come up to the highest point without bringing the lower back off the ground. And I'm not doing fast reps. I'm just going time under tension. We're going to go for a minute. We've gone for about 30 seconds so far. Remember, don't pull in the head. Keep moving. You got 15 seconds to go. engage those abs. Come up right there, really squeeze them. And time. Good. Woo. All right, so that was number 4. Now reverse crunch, which means I'm going to try to pull my lower back or my hips off the ground. My lower back is going to come off the ground as well. So what that looks like is this. And you're not trying to get momentum. So don't get momentum on this. Try to lift the hips. So I start here, hands down, and I'm going to come up and then back down slowly. So I come up and then back down. So I've got my hands on the ground, which I can actually push in the ground to kind of help. If you don't have your hands on the ground, that's going to make that way tougher. So the reverse crunch, it's the lower trunk, the legs coming up to put resistance on your trunk. See if we can do this for a minute. You guys ready? And here we go. So coming up and then coming down slow and controlled. See that? The more you push into the ground with your hands, the easier this is. But some of you will need to do that in order to accomplish this. If you've got something behind you to hold on, it's a little bit easier too. It's actually easier. If you've got holding on to here, it's easier. Whoops, 30 seconds, keep going. Woo. Try to come down slow. Ten seconds. And time. Oh yeah, those are good. So now the last one, number 6, is you're going to be back in your crunch position, your elevated crunch position with your lower back down. And all I'm going to do is just kind of rotate side to side. So it looks something like this. I come up, and I'm going to hold this up position, and then I'm going to rotate, see if I can reach as far as I can. Oh God, that one's going to get tough really quick. Whoa. Are you guys ready? Woo, starting to sweat now. All right, everybody in the ready position, and here we go. So we're just going to go for a minute. And the more that you reach, hands almost touching the ground, and you're staying up. Oh God, this is already getting hard. Maybe I should have started with this one. 20 seconds down. This feels good. Don't let that shoulder blades touch. Stay up. Talking to myself, of course. 15 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Oh my God, that hurt. I can't even talk. So that one was brutal for me. I don't know about you guys, but it was brutal. So that is the routine. If you want to go through those again, you can. I can't see, I'm blinded right now. Who's on? Got Sam Perry's on. We got Renee. We got Amy, I believe that's what it said. I can't see because the sun is like blinding me. Sorry guys, but it is right now 9:59, and that is all I'm going to show you. But it's the 7-minute mobility, the 6-minute core, something you can do easily inside your house or outside on the patio like I am. It's a beautiful day. Get out, and like I said, you can go through that 1, 2, 3 times if you want. It's fine. You can do it however you want to do it. But my goal was to show you. Now you got to do it. God bless you guys. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. I need to bring this closer so I can see the finish sign. All right.